Hello from Schwann Cadillac, where I have here a pre-owned 2023 Cadillac XT4. This is the Sport Touring package, so you can see the front grille is a black mesh, as well as they add a little bit of a styling to the side, which is in that blacked out kind of look. Limited chrome on the Sport Touring, so gone are the chrome capped door handles, as well as the chrome trim around the window, as well as chrome roof rails. They've all been replaced by this nice blacked out sporty appearance. And then what I guess my favorite part about the Sport package is you get a clear lens in the back, and the LEDs are actually red versus the actual red lens on them. The XT4 has 350 Newton meters of torque, so that's, if you're wondering what that aspect is, just to be a more unified comparison to some of the other luxury brands out there that use that as the factor of torque. Plenty of storage in the back here. In fact, let me click out to the wide angle here. You can see, being a luxury vehicle, does have the LED lights in the back, as well as this little ridge. If you want to get that privacy cover, you can set there. With it in place, you're still able to see everything that you have in hand. Those second row seats do lay down flat for added storage, as well as a lift up here. You do have some extra storage underneath as well. Plenty of tie-down hooks on the side, and as you can see, in luxury fashion, they do carpet that inner sidewall to really cut down on road noise coming from those rear wheels. Nice wheels and that Sport Touring package. Jumping to the back seat, and also I'll point out here, you can see that nice carbon fiber look with the red little details in there. Quite a bit of legroom for its size. In fact, the XT4 and 23 was class leading for rear legroom, so I am 6'4", and you can see my knees barely brush up along that storage compartment when I'm sitting in the upright position. You do have, this is the cold weather package, so you do get heated rear seats back here, as well as you do get this very large panoramic sunroof that goes all the way back above the rear passengers. It is a two portion, so this is fixed glass. The front does open up to add that extra ventilation. Quick sneak peek of the front there. And now let's jump to the front. Before we jump in, you will notice there is side blind zone and plenty of other safety features, as well as comfort features like, well, there's your rear hatch. So if you're pulling up to Target or Walmart pickup, you don't even have to get out of the seat to open up that rear hatch. Up top, we do have our program seats, which do correspond to the key fob. So if you program the memory seat 1 and turn on the feature, it will actually move to that position when you start it with key fob 1. This is the lighter interior with that Sport, so you can see you do get that contrast black leather with red stitching around the shoulders, as well as if we pan around, you can see more of that carbon fiber accent. And if you look into the carbon fiber, there is a little red detailing in there as well. So really nice interior, wrapping everything together. Up top, we do have our garage door openers, as well as both of our sunroof controls. So one is going to be the sunshade, and this one would open or vent the back hatch. Looking at the entertainment system, the Q system is still all touchscreen, as well as I can jump here. This is the navigation previous to Google built-in, so you do not need a data subscription to have the maps to actually work. So it is a true integrated navigation system into this vehicle, with all of your shortcut keys along the bottom, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Below that are going to be a series of physical buttons. So when you jump into the vehicle, and it's our wonderful winters here in North Dakota, where you don't want to take your gloves off, well, great. Now I actually have a physical button instead of having to rely on a touch screen alone and have to remove the gloves. You can see auto temperature controls, and down below, heated and ventilated seat for the front drivers, your parking sensors, and lane keep assist. So if you're not familiar with what lane keep assist is, there is actually a camera behind this rear view mirror watching the lanes of the road, and if you start drifting out of your lane, it will put a nudge into the steering wheel. Scrolling a little bit farther down from the buttons, you have your electronic shifter. So the nice thing about that is if you are in a rush or a hurry and you forget to put it back into park, you open the door, let off your foot off the brake. It does have some safety features where it's going to throw on that parking brake to help deter or lessen the impact of, say, your vehicle being in gear and rolling into, say, the garage door or into the street. Below that is Cadillac's proprietary rotary dial controller. So none of my other GM vehicles are going to have this, but if you don't like to reach up here and put all the fingerprints on your touchscreen, or it's maybe just a little bit less convenient when you're driving on the road to reach up front and lean forward, you do have that rotary controller which does rotate as well as jog. I can move it back and forth and you can see what it does to the screen, as well if I rotate, and then by pressing down on it I can select whatever I wanted to go. So if I wanted to jump to the radio, I can do that. But you will notice it does also have the shortcut keys around the outside. So as you're driving, arms on the armrest, it just hangs right down here. I can hit the back button, jump to my phone, navigation, radio, and then the little volume knob would be for the radio volume as well. Driver does have also those controls at the steering wheel there. Mode control, so this is a selectable all-wheel drive, so it can run into just front-wheel drive for better fuel economy and less wear on the tires and other components. But if it does snow, rain, anything like that, you want the extra capabilities, just to push away. It does have auto start-stop, and they do have the option to disable that, as well as traction control. Jumping to the driver, you'll see all your voice controls on this side with all your cruise control and heated steering wheel, as well as, if you notice that little icon there, is adaptive cruise. So this vehicle will slow down to keep a gap. If you have the cruise set at 65 and somebody's going 60, it will not run into the back of them. On this side is where you're going to control that display down there for all of your range, fuel economy, things like that. If you have any questions, my name is Marshall. I'd be more than happy to help walk you through this or any of our Cadillac inventory, and feel free to stop on by and ask for me. Have a great day.